Okay, let me share one example in this line. At least as far as I recall, Turkish international master in 1973 or something plays against Kasparov in this line, which cannot be found in this database probably. And that game went something like this, because I used this example at many occasions, so I feel that I can remember the line. Okay, in the game Adnan Şendur, the Turkish international master, takes knight g4. And this is the idea. Okay, at least it seems that this pawn is lost, but Kasparov has something in mind. A very nice move, because you cannot take. Knight g5 wins material here, because knight df6 is of no use. I can just take. So in the game, Adnan Şendur plays knight de5, as far as I recall. And the game went something like this. Knight takes, knight takes, knight b5. Very interesting move by Kasparov. The idea is to play take, and ruin the structure with the bishop pair. So Adnan Şendur plays like this, knight c7, rook b8, and f4. This knight is lost. There are no squares available tonight. But black has an idea in mind. They play knight g4, as far as I recall. Bishop g4, bishop d4 check, bishop b6, and this knight is lost. But this is a general rule of thumb. If your opponent's pieces are stuck on one side of the board, you can strike on the other side of the board. f5 is very strong here, locking this bishop in this position, disconnecting the rooks, and of course take fg, and hg, f7 pawn is lost, so fg. But this position is almost lost. So bishop h6 was played, bishop here, bishop g7, a d1, as far as I recall. I don't remember actually. Maybe some other moves. But yeah, this position was lost, something like this. If I can remember, I will show you the rest of the moves. Bishop e5, rook a d1, rook takes. Maybe something like this was the game continuation. Yeah, I don't remember, but yeah, this is the game. So maybe these moves I mixed, but you get the idea. So if you play the Pirc or Pirc defense, you should play c6, knight d7, then e5, keeping in mind that e5 can be met by knight d5. So knight d7 is actually a sort of a move that you should avoid to make. e5 is very strong here. So in the game, I did not maybe play in the most efficient way, but still black's problems are hard to solve, as you see. Yeah, it's maybe black can flag me here. Black could flag me here if they play faster, because I'm not that fast player. But okay, I was lucky in this case. Thank you for the games. Okay, nice games. If I see more challenges, I will be glad to play. Thank you, Learning Chess 6. Rook f4 almost worked. I blundered that move actually. Let me show you. I blundered rook f4 move, but my position is so strong that there are resources like this. Rook a d1 was also fine, I think. Oh, 5 plus 3 I would try to avoid, because it would cost so much time. Maybe you can challenge me in 3 minutes plus maybe 1-2 seconds, but 5 plus 3 would be too much. Please beg my pardon. But it's very enjoyable to play weavers. Okay, 3 plus 4. Okay, let's see. Okay. If no opening was asked for, then I will play random stuff. Like, let's play this move. I will take with the queen. I'll go back. Okay, thank you for the game, Learning Chess. It was a pleasure. So bishop g4 is possible, seems right. Bishop f7 is not is not working. So bishop h5 or take? I don't know. I can take. Okay, let's take. e6, e6. Knight moves, knight, bishop moves, castles. This is general scheme of development, which is rather solid. Okay, knight e5 might be working. Bishop f4, e5, or bishop f4, queen b4 are both possible. I will avoid playing e5 because this bishop might be very strong in this case. Hello. Okay, my opponent wants to play long castles, it seems. e5, I want to avoid, so queen moves. I hope I will develop my forces after all. Somewhat risky choice. Okay, I will. My opponent, good luck. Okay, long castle, e6, maybe rook e1, bishop e7, and I hope bishop e6 doesn't work. And I will castle and beg for equality with upcoming moves like rook f8, rook a8, and maybe knight d5. But let's see if I can do that. Oh, I missed the question, Zenodok. What about knight g5 before rook f1? Because then you reach the same position. Maybe, yeah. You mean probably in the game, in the first game, you mean, right? In the London system. Sorry, I missed your comment here. Okay, my opponent has bishop pair and also intentions on the attack on the king side, like so, g5 and h4. But okay, my position looks rather solid for the moment. I can castle on both directions. And yeah, this might be an issue if I'm not careful here. So let's see how to stay solid. Maybe queen b6 is just fine. Okay, I'll play. Okay, he wants to play g5 and keep the f file open, maybe not letting me go on the queen side. In the meantime, they let me play this move. We'll see. If rook moves, I can still castle on either directions. Okay, still, you can check the bishop c5 is possible. You can use !donate to donate charity. And you can use the list of comments. Okay, d5. They can take. I will take it, preferably on the play on the c file. Okay, this is the reason, because it seems that they are also trying to attack me on the king side. Knight c5, they can take actually, right? Knight c5. Okay. My idea is to play takes, bishop a4. I can block with b5, and also I want to advance with tempo, if possible. So okay, if queen c6. Okay, everything looks okay. Now I will also intend, like, okay, bishop g5 is possible at some point, but I will advance on the queen side. Even though my opponent burns a lot of time, this doesn't mean that I can play for the time advantage, because they have 4 seconds increment, so that might not be a great idea. a5, maybe a4, so b5 I might start with. I don't see if they threaten much with this, because I can play g6. G6. At least for the moment. Let's see. I can still castle, h4. Okay, I'll castle. I don't know who is checkmating whom. Am I solid here? Not sure. E6, queen e3, a5. Yeah, I might not be so solid here. So let's see. I think I will anyway try to kick this guy here. So okay, let's see. I want to play this move because f4 is weak. So if queen e3, a5. Take d takes e. I think I'm not mated, so I'll take d takes e5, e5, a5. a4. Maybe a3. If I play like this, maybe I will get a chance to play like this, but I should better do maybe a3, include this move. Now I cannot use c4 square, but maybe I can use the c3 pawn. Hopefully. Maybe rook a c8 would be better. Not sure. Okay. Rook coming to go that square. Looks fine. I'm trying to be fast as possible. Because he has also intentions of playing his attack. I don't have to take, but okay, I'll take. Okay, now things get a bit messy. Okay, I can double, but I have to share this purpose to play, to defend on the 7th rank. Okay, bishop back, rook goes somewhere, and I can take on f4 at some point. Bishop c5 or bishop e7. Bishop c5 has an intention of playing like this, but a3 pawn is weak. Bishop c3 is possible. Okay, many moves. Let's see, I'll play like this to see his intentions, because I want to play like this. Yes, still should be tenable for white, it seems. If I can get my rook to the last rank, I should be happy, but I'm not sure if I can manage. So let's try. Okay, 7, I can go here. Not sure what's going on, but I will try anyway. Look here. Okay, let's try. Yeah, tense, very tense. Okay, I can take on f4. I can take on. Am I mating? No, I cannot. I cannot mate bishop b4. Am I mating here? I'm not. Okay, I don't see a mate. Let's see. I want to get the 2nd rank. Okay, can I take? Take. Should not work, but it's definitely an option. Rook f2 was my intention. Let's go. Now I want to include maybe rook b2. Bishop c3 if king a1. Yeah, this should be difficult to defend. Bishop d2 should win. Do I have something better? Like, can I take here? I cannot take. Okay, bishop d2, they are losing material, it seems. But they can take the pawn on a3 at some point. I take bishop, rook b2. Okay, let's try. I have a trick in mind. I have a trick in mind, but it doesn't work probably. Rook d2 takes, bishop c2. I'm not mating, right? Okay, I cannot give this valuable piece here, so So okay, I'll play just my stuff. Like, okay, rook takes, rook e6. Can I finish this off in style? Like here, but it doesn't work. Rook d2. Does this work? Rook d2, rook d2. Rook c1 check, bishop e5, mate, right? Rook d2. Okay, let's calculate. Rook d2, rook d2, rook c1, bishop b1, bishop e5, and it should be mate. b1, 5. I think this is a good finish to a very exciting game, I think. Fun mate is always welcome. Very nice game, Dia. Thank you. But let's check. If I think white has chances somewhere. I don't understand where they did make the mistake. Okay, computer doesn't like bishop c5 move. But I did not play in the most convenient way, it seems, because I was carried away with the idea of playing h5, and maybe they want to attack on the h file, so I was scared and played this move. And this gave white decent chances to survive, because it's equal according to the engine. Yeah, but okay. Okay, to keep it equal, it seems that they have to complete the idea of doubling the rooks and try to invade on the h file. Yeah, this looks decent. But maybe this is the idea to understand, because bishop g6 doesn't work. Maybe they can threaten to play like that somehow. Bishop g6 and try to skewer. But I don't know. It's difficult. According to the engine, this should be a king. Which place? Rook h2. Okay, I feel like this is still winning for black. Okay, very, very difficult to understand. Maybe king to other side. Rook c7, king d1 maybe. Yeah, this is equal. Rook here. Rook h2. Okay, very, very difficult to position to understand actually. But very nice game. Thank you. Can you meet rook c3? Rook h3 here. Rook c3. Let's see with the engine. Yeah, it's possible. But after hg, we have to consider this type of exchange, because this bishop is very strong, and I have to play something like this according to engine text. Okay, this should not be better for me anyway. Engine shows zeros, but it's better zero for white, I think. I don't know how to say it, but you get the point. Okay. I think there are very nice, exciting games there. Godzilla Destroyer. Let's see. 3+2. Did we play? No. It's very exciting to play against viewers, because it's my first time. So thank you for your support, donations, and challenges. Thank you. Knight c6, knight f6, bishop somewhere, e6, bishop somewhere, etc. So okay, my opponent decides to play against my idea. So bishop f5, let's try to somehow calculate this. Knight e5, bishop d6, g4, h6. Sorry, bishop g4, h4. Yeah, I should calculate this one. Or yeah, or just play bishop d6, knight e7, and suffer with this bishop locked in the chain. Okay, bishop d6, knight e7. Maybe he will return to d3 someday. Okay, my bishop is bad, I know. Ideally, it should be ideally placed outside the pawn chain, but this is a Carlsbad structure, and you might recall that these ideas might exist due to this strong guy on c8. So f6 is possible, it seems. I will play. So this will strengthen my pawn structure if they take. I think this is beneficial to black more than white, because I will play e5. Okay, we should at least calculate if there are some ideas of playing attack. So I don't see any of it. So e5. Thanks to this guy on c8, I could arrange this idea. Now it is not bad as before. I think black is gaining control. So this position, if I want to play this idea, white should meet with c4. As Nimzowicz put, in his book, My System and Chess Praxis, this should be done in this way, to use this diagonal and this square on e6. So yeah, they play c4, which is the idea, but now it's somewhat late, as I can roll my pawns. So okay, this should be playable. Bishop e6, and I can conveniently develop like. Oh, this move. I think this move is a mistake. They should play knight c3 and try to stay solid and attack on d5 pawn. Now black has a free hand on the king side, and they can just push, maybe attack with the pieces. Those bishops are looking very nicely on the king side. Yeah, very solid structure, and their play on the queen side is rather slow, which probably is the only effective idea other than f3. But f3 is not great under these circumstances. So f4, maybe I can play, because f3 is not a great move here. Okay, it seems that his position, sorry, my opponent's position is not looking great in any case. So queen f6 or queen g5. I want to play queen g5 because I want to take on g3 at some point. I want to play queen f6 because f2 is attacked. So okay, queen g5 I like. My idea might be at some point to play f3 as well now. e3, f3, demolish this structure, e3, and this should be just favorable for black. Okay, from the opening, things went downhill for white. Let's see if he can swindle from here. So e3, is this so early to play? This looks just fine to me. There are no takes, nothing is hanging. I should be playing this one. So take, I can take. If he doesn't take, I will take and take. Yeah, h7 was hanging at that point. You can challenge me still, by the way. I will accept challenges. You can also ask me chess-related questions. I will try to answer as if I know the answers, obviously. We might discuss even though I don't know the answers, we might discuss chess-related questions. Okay, rook f2 is coming now. And sacrifices might be just hanging in the air. Takes, check, check, check. And that should be mate. So let's try. Rook f2. Now I'm intending to give everything away. Rook g2, bishop h3. Even though they won't take, I will just bring my forces. Okay, knight move. Okay, now I think this should lead to mate somehow. Rook g2 takes bishop h3. King h3, queen h5, queen h2, f3, rook f8 should be mate. So I should take. I'm not losing material, by the way, so I can just do this. King g2, bishop h3, queen h5. I hope I'm not blundering anything. Okay, if they play king g1, I will still continue attack after taking rook f8. So if they take, I'll check and rook f8, and this should end in mate, I think. I did not calculate further, but I should not have to worry about checkmate because I will collect material. So this was 3+3 game. Okay, my intention was to play this. I think there should be more checkmates here. Queen e2 is also fine. Queen h2 is fine. Let's see which one is the first. Okay, I think this one is the better because I have rook f8 and I don't have to checkmate. That's the best part. So let's try to checkmate here. Actually, I don't see the mate. Queen. How can I mate here? h5, king g5. Bishop d8, king g6. I cannot see the mate. And I don't have to mate, so I'll take. My g-pawn is about to be a new queen. Okay, I can protect my bishop. And I can checkmate probably here. Let's checkmate. Bishop d8. Now the previous line will end in mate because there is rook f6 mate. Or even other moves probably should lead to mate. Okay, it's not mate somehow. Let's find the mate. Rook f7 wins the queen. Okay, let's find mate. Rook f7. Queen c2. How can I mate? Okay, I see the mate, I think. Queen c2, queen f5 leads to mate. Yeah, okay. Mate is not important. I just want to